Hello, good morning, guys. Today we are gonna to start with uh, log 62. Today is log 62. Wow, log 62. And then today we are gonna to study just 1 hour. I'm gonna to study 1 hour, just 1 hour. So, so that's it. Um, and then we are in log 62, and day 62 I have to commit several papers, several codes, and I'm gonna show you right now. Okay, the things that we have to do right now is going to the going to the platform, Harvard platform. It's this. So in Harvard platform, I have to. I already watch all of this, but below reading and CBS and reading files, I haven't watched it yet, but I think it's gonna be okay. I don't need to watch the whole stuff in order to in order to uh, show, in order to performance my codes, my homeworks. So the only thing that I have to do is go to problem set 6. If I go problem set 6, and I have to complete lines of code by pizza pie. I done pizza pie. I did pizza pie. That was my last homework, pizza pie. So right now I'm gonna to go to Scoreify. Okay, but I would like to check it out if pizza pie it was it was sent. So I'm gonna to go to my this is my virtual space of Visual Studio Code. In this Visual Studio Code, I I can code the homework and send to them to Harvard platform. In Harvard platform, check it out my paper. So check my paper out, and that's it. So this is the logic. This is the rules, the steps that I have to follow in order to present my homework. So this is the the virtual space. I'm I'm waiting that the space, because the space is loading. I know where the time is done when I can visualize the colors of the codes. Uh, for for example, I have to date note, and okay, so I have to open again because I haven't I haven't logged in a while. So it's I have to uh, I have to log in one more time. Yeah. Oh, a subscriber. Hello, subscriber. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Yes. So this is the thing that I have to do right now. I have to wait. Have to wait my. I have to wait the space of Visual Studio Code uh, load. So okay, I think I think it's finished. The time the the time is so long. I don't know why. I wanted to I wanted to think it's my it's my not my internet. My internet is okay, but it's my computer maybe, or it's because there is no there are a lot of papers loaded uh, already loaded. So yeah, okay, right now. Can you see the colors of the letters? So it's ready to code right now. Okay, so pizza pie. This is pizza pie. My applicate my code my program to what my program does. What does my program do is my program if I have to open my program. In order to open my program, I have to put I have to put the code. First, I have to go to to the folder pizza. So I have to put CD. That means change direction. CD and CD followed by pizza because pizza is the name of my folder. If you can see this folder pizza, so I put enter. So I press enter and press enter show me that the the pizza folders it was found. So I can enter the another commit then the another command is gonna be this pizza pie pizza so pizza no python 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 pizza that no pizza pie python pizza pie, and then I have to put what kind of pizza I'm gonna to looking for, because my program the thing that I does that it does is, well, you watch this sees change the color from white to orange. So that's all plugins are loaded right now are loaded. So uh, we can yeah we can code with any program. So pizza pie, Python pizza pie, and then ah yeah. So the thing that I have to put the name of the pizza that I'm looking for. I'm just code the my program in order to wait two kind of answers or two answers, Sicilian pizza or regular pizza. So the customer, the user, only can uh, put uh, only can give as an input Sicilian pizza or regular pizza. Okay, so I'm gonna to follow regular pizza. I think regular, just regular. Let me watch the example because I can remember if regular it was the name of the pizza. Okay, the the pizza names was Sicilian, no regular. Okay, again here. Okay, regular CSV. Okay, regular CSV is the input that I can put. Regular CSV, and your program has to put this regular CSV or Sicilian. Okay, no, regular CSV or Sicilian CSV. Okay, regular or Sicilian? Sicilian. I have problems with the spelling this word. Sicilian. Okay, Sicilian. 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 CSB. So see if I put CSB, Sicilian CSB. Oh, module error. Tabulate. Okay. What was wrong? From table import tabulate. Okay. From table import tabulate. Module not found error. Okay. Tabulate. Okay. I haven't. I think I haven't installed tabulate. So I think it's score pip pip tabulate. Yeah. What I have to what I'm doing right now. To I'm I'm writing a command. I'm typing a command. This command allows me to install the module uh, tabulate because the I think because look at this from tablet import tablet. So Python doesn't recognize that like a library. So I have to install the library first in order to my program performance the correct answer. So okay, look at this. Look at this. Uh, I have to remember. I don't remember. I forget it actually. Uh, Forget it. Yeah. Let me remember how can I install a pizza pie? No, tabulate. So if I look for this library tabulate or not in the hints I can, yeah, pip install tabulate. Okay, so pip install tabulate, just this pip install tabulate. Tabulate. Pip install. Pip install tabulate. Okay, no, it's not a command font. So just pip install. Oh, I forget the T. Tabulate. Tabulate. I ate the T. Pip install tabulate. Wow. Okay, installed collected package. So tabulate. Just successfully install tabulate 1.9.0. 0.9.0. So tabulate is already installed. So let me if you press the up arrow. So if you press up the up arrow, you can you can watch this. Look at this. Look at my line, my command line. I press the up arrow, and I can see the last command that I press. But if I press again, I can see the command before the before command, and yeah, that was that. This is this one. I'm gonna to press enter. Okay, so I can I receive another response. I receive another answer. I receive file does not exist. Okay, I'm gonna to yes, because you can watch this. You can watch that. I just upload the regular CSV, not the Sicilian CSV. So Sicilian CSV file doesn't exist in my folder, so I have to upload this Sicilian CSV file. So like my program doesn't work if doesn't work because my Sicilian CSV is not uploading. I'm gonna to try it with regular CSV, regular CSV, regular regular CSV. No, yeah, regular dot CSV regular CSV. Enter. Yeah. Wow. All it works. It works. Wow, look at this. Regular pizza, small, large, cheese, one topic, two topic, three topic, special. Wow. This kind of this kind of how could you say this kind of yeah, this kind of uh, font, this kind of leather is ASCII leather. So yeah, this is yeah, that's it. So I finish my program works, but I have to check it out if the program works correctly with the Harvard parameters. So Harvard parameters, if I want to check Harvard parameters, I have to put uh, sharp hashtag. No, hashtag no, I'm sorry. Check 50 CSV, no, CSV, no, CS50 slash uh, problems, I think. Let me see. No, what did I do? Uh, Close this. Terminal. No. Close all. Okay, regular CSV. Okay, it works. Yeah. Where? Yeah. So CS50. I wanted to load down this CS50. Yeah, CS50 problems. Okay, check CS50. Check CS50. CS50 problems. No, check 50. CS50 slash problems. Problems. Yeah. Problems. Problems. Uh, yeah, 2022, 2022, and Python, pizza, Python, pizza. Check 50 is 50 problems, 2022 Python pizza, and press. So the Visual Studio Code is loading. It's looking for the server, I think, or yeah, yeah. My pizza pass, surpass, or at least pass the all parameters. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven parameters. Seven parameters. My program passed, so it's very good, very good. If you wanted to watch this, you can follow my Discord and you can find this code if you want to use it. And yeah, pizza. Okay, my program it's done. So I have to do the another the another the another the another uh, homework. Uh, have to. This is pizza. That was done. But file 10. This is the week 6. I'm on the week 6. And actually, I haven't watched the whole video, or I don't remember doing it. I would like to watch the whole video because I I I I watch until this point. Yes, split lambda. Yeah, but okay. I'm gonna to press problem set 6, and I'm gonna to open Score G5. We are gonna to read Score G5. Okay. Oh well, said Tongs, slamming the trunks lead shut. At least it's all in it. That could do with a bit of cleaning too. She pointed her she pointed her head. So, Score G5. It's like a Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. It's like a charm, okay? That cleans everything. So, data too often. Okay, data. Data too often needs to be cleaned as be reformed in it, so that values are inconsistent, if not more convenient format. Consider, for instance, the CSV file of students before CSV below. Name, house, Harvard, Hannah, Hufflepuff, Bell, Cathy, Gryffindor, Bones, Susan, Hufflepuff, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff. Okay. Even though each row in the file has three values, last name, first name, and house, the first two are combined into one column, name. Escape with double quotes, with last name and first name separate by a comma and a space. Not ideal if Hogwarts wants to send from a letter to each student as via mail merge, since it be strange to start letter with Dear Potter Harry. Yes, Dear Potter Harry. rather than with, for instance, Dear Harry. In a file called Scholastum, implement a program that expects the user provide two command line arguments. Two command line arguments. Okay. The name of an existing CSV file to read as an input, whose columns are assumed to be in order name and house, and the name of a new CSV to write as an output. The name of a new CSV to write as an output, whose columns should be in order first, last, and house. Okay, first, last, and house. So name and house in first, last, and house. Convert that input into the output, splitting each name into a first name and last name. Converts that input to output, splitting each name into first and last name. Here, each student will have both a first name and last name. If the user does not provide exactly two command line arguments, or if the first cannot be read, the program should exit via sysexit with an error message. Okay, Scholastum.csv, Scholastum. Okay, too many line arguments. One, two, three. One CSV. One, two, could not read one CSV. Python Curify before CSV, after CSV. Okay. Okay. The thing that I already understand is that I have to create, I have to download, I think. Have to download, no, or yes. This is, I have to download this. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Login CS50 dev, Windows, make a dir, score G5. I got to do this. Score G5, score G5, score G5, score G5.py, and to make a file called score G5.py where you write your program. Be sure to run Harvard ED Python score G5 before CSV. Okay. To download by 4 into your folder. Before CSV. Okay, this is before CSV. Okay, command line could not read in command line. Okay. Yeah. To change directions into that folder, you should now see your terminal prompt. You can now execute code scorgify. To make a file called scorgify.py where you write your program. Okay, where you write your program, be sure to run. Okay, Harvard. Okay. Okay, got it. This is the thing that I have to do: reading and writing CSV, reading and writing white. I think I gotta to have to watch the whole 3 videos. I'm gonna to watch right now. Pilo, reading, and reading 2. First, Pilo.
Well, hello, one and all, and welcome to our short on Pillow, which is a library for manipulating images within Python. So I have here a file, an image called in.jpg, and this is The Great Wave of Kanagawa by the artist Hokusai. Now, if you're familiar with this image, it should not be upside down like this. And I really want to flip it over so I can see exactly what this image holds. Well, thankfully, I can use something like Python with the pillow library to do just that, to manipulate this image and rotate it so it's going to be right side up instead. So let's go ahead and write a program to do just that. I will type down my terminal, code image.py. And here, I want to give myself likely a main function to write my program in, and I'll call main down below. Now, if I want to use the pillow library for manipulating images in Python, I can access it by doing import pil. Now, really, I want access to some particular class inside of this pillow library, one called image. More on classes in a future week on object-oriented programming, but for now, think of a class as a bit like a template, some way of representing information, in this case, an image. So I could access some class that Pillow provides me by typing from pil import image, capital I. So the Pillow library gives me access to something called an image that I can use to represent and manipulate images that I might have on my own file system on my computer. So using this image class, I can actually go ahead and try to open up an image. And I can do so using a method of the image class, one called open. I can access it using image.open, and I'll give as input to open, in this case, the name of the file I'm hoping to open now in Python. Very similar in spirit to me clicking on this file on the left-hand side in .jpg and seeing what's inside of it. Open goes ahead and opens that image for use within my Python program here. Now, open, this method here, returns to me an image object, so I'll go ahead and use this img variable to refer to my image that I have now opened using the Pillow library. And similar to other files we open in Python, it's good practice to close them when we're done with them. So as a test here, I've opened up my image, but I should now close it. So I'll type img.close. This method goes ahead and closes my image after I have opened it. Now, while we're here, we might have seen before that it's maybe not best practice to get in the habit of defining explicitly when we're going to open and close our images, in part because we'll often forget to close things later on. So why don't I do this instead? I'll go ahead and use with image.open as img, and as long as I'm indented within this with block, I'm now able, in this case, to see my image being opened, and I can run all kinds of functions on it as well. So as long as we're indented, we have access to this variable called img, which is, in this case, the image I've opened called in.jpg. So what could we do with it? Well, one thing we could do is get a sense for the size and the format of this image, thanks to various attributes of this image object. So I could, for instance, try printing img.size. And this actually gives me access to the size of the image in pixels. I could also print img.format, and this, for me, will show me the format of the image, like what file type it is, if I'm not sure initially. So I'll go ahead and run Python of image.py, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see some information down below. So it seems like this image in .jpg, its size is 1052 by 720, so maybe 1052 pixels across and 720 pixels up or vertical. And this image's format seems to be a JPEG, which makes sense because it has the .jpg file extension here. So we can get access to various properties of this image, but we can also manipulate it using Pillow as well. One thing we could do is very simply rotate it. So here, if we look back at our image in .jpg, we'll see it is upside down. So we maybe want to rotate it another 180 degrees to put it right side up. Well, in image.py, I can do just that. I could say something like img.rotate, and I'll add in the degrees I want to rotate this image, in this case 180 to put it back right side up. I'll then store this updated image in the img variable, and now if I want to, let's say, save this updated image, I can do so by calling img.save and giving some particular file name, like out.jpg, just like this. So to be clear, I'm opening in.jpg, rotating it thanks to Pillow with this rotate method, and then saving it, again, thanks to Pillow with this save method. I'll go ahead and run python of image.py, and we'll see nothing in the terminal, but you might have seen over here, I now have a file out.jpg. I'll open it up, and we'll see this is that image, but now right side up. Well, what else can we do? One thing we could do is apply filters to images. Have a bit of fun here. We could rotate it, certainly to fix the image, but along the way, maybe apply a fun filter to learn more about the image. Well, one filter we can apply is a blur filter to make it look a little bit more blurry. And to access image filters in the Pillow library, I can do this. From PIL, import image filter. So image filter here is a class that I can then use to apply various image filters. And I can actually apply them to my image by using a method filter. So I can type img.filter and then give as input the filter I want to apply. And by convention here, if I want to get the blur filter, I can type image filter.blur in all caps. I'll now save this image. I will update, let's say, my image in the img variable and save that updated image using the save method later on. I'll type python of image.py, and let's see the updated version of out.jpg seems a little bit more blurry when compared to in.jpg. So that filter has been applied here. What else could we do? Well, one other fun filter is one called find edges that quickly finds the edges of the image and highlights them for us. I can access that by using image filter dot find edges, and now if I run python of image.py, well, what should I see? But again, that image rotated 180 degrees, and now a filter that finds the edges of the image for me. So much more you can do with Pillow, but we've seen here how to open images, how to save them, how to rotate them, and how to apply filters. We're excited to see what you'll create with Pillow.
Okay, got it. So uh, I think I understand CS50 shorts pillow. I think it's pillow, no? Yeah, but let me show. But I would like to take some notes, so I'm gonna to open my CSV, my Visual Studio Code, Visual Studio Code. Gonna to open this program, and I'm gonna to take some notes about for about that thing that I have watched. Yes, so this is pizza. This is lines. This is week six. Week six lines pizza notes by. Okay, I'm gonna to take like I already said. I'm gonna to take some notes. Uh, yes, so I'm gonna to first. I'm gonna to looking for. Uh, I'm gonna to looking for an image that I like. Uh, for instance, I wanted to looking for my uh, image folder, like lane, maybe would be lane. Yeah, yeah. This is lane. Yeah, she is lane. I'm gonna to use she like a lane. Okay, and gonna to I know you are not watching this, but you are gonna to watch uh, soon. So please bear with me. Uh, like let me let me let me share let me share that I'm gonna to put in the folder, in the right folder. Okay, yeah, she is Lane. Okay, she's Lane, and she is my is one of my favorite characters. I love that anime, Lane. I like the character design. So I'm gonna to I'm gonna to create an I'm gonna to create I'm gonna to close this. I'm gonna to close all of this. I'm gonna to create a folder. No, and a file. I'm gonna to create a file. Yes, in this I'm gonna to press this icon. No, but no in pizza. So I'm gonna to close. No, pizza. No, escape. Yeah, I'm gonna to create a file in week six. Week six icon. Yes, yeah, yeah. And the file is pillow notes. Pillow notes dot py. Yeah. Pillow notes dot py. Yeah. Pillow notes dot py. And yeah. And then we are I'm gonna to follow I'm gonna to follow the steps that he pressed he entered this command, right, from pillow from pill, uh, import 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 image, was like image. Let me watch. Let me see. Okay, I think if you don't want to watch the whole video, you can go to the PDF, the SIF, the index. I'm going to click in the index. So this is the index now. The index now. PDF, SIF, subtitles, transcript, CSV, no. Subtitles, no. It's PDF. Yeah. So from Peel, import image. So from Peel, import image. Yeah. From Peel, import image. Yes, from Peel, import image. So def main image open ingph. I think I have to install Peel. So first I have to install Peel. I'm gonna to put clear in order to clear my to clean my terminal. Okay, clear. So this is my terminal. This is the folder that I have that I am. So I'm gonna to change the direction to week six. Change directions, week six. Yeah, I am in week six, and yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna to install pip install pil. Pip install pil. I think it's gonna to work. No. Okay, yes. Could not find a version that satisfies requirement to pil from version 1. Okay, notice. Okay, not matching distribution font for pil. Okay, so A new release of PIP is available. So, okay. Upgrade PIP. Okay, I got it. Okay, I think Peel is already installed. I think. No. So, how can I install Peel? Let me watch that. Okay, let me let me see. How can I install below?
Exactly what they did the pillow library to do. Thankfully, I want to flip it over so I can see exactly what this image holds. Well, thankfully, I can use something like Python with the pillow library to do just that, to manipulate this image and rotate it so it's going to be right side up instead. Image.pyprogramming pillow library ps in classes like a. I could add it using a project to test it. Open in that pi, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see.
Okay. Def main, def main, and def main. So with a image, with image open. The name of this is, I'm gonna to change this name. Lane. This is lane. Okay. Uh, lane dot jpg lane jpg with image open lane jpg as image image. I think that's it, right? No. Okay. Yeah, with image open as image. Okay, as image img as img. It's gonna be the name of the name of the the name of the variable. So image. Okay, image. Okay, so so as file. No, as file. I can put whatever words, so it doesn't matter. File. No. So file. Put rotate. I think it's gonna be that. No. Size format. Okay. rotate, yeah. Okay, print, size, format, and rotate. Okay. Okay. Print, print, file, size, print, file, format, and file rotate 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Just 90. Rotate 90. And then image save. Save. Okay. File save. Save. Lane. Output. Output. So we are gonna to press so we're gonna to press main. We are gonna to type main in order to main execute main, but I have to install like pip score pip install pip install below. Below. Okay, pip install below. Pip install below. Yeah, already work. Yeah, it works. So yes, great. I'm gonna to clear this. No, it's installing collect pages below. I can put anything. Okay, successfully install below. Okay. A new release of pip is available. Python. Okay, I'm gonna to put this to update run Python X. Python point X em pip install upgrade pip install upgrade pip. Okay, this is because Python has a new update, so I'm gonna to updating the Python. Okay. Successfully uninstalled p25.0.1, and we are waiting for the 2025.2 version. Okay. Okay, okay. So we are going to watch this. Okay, pay for image filter to blur, image filter as image, rotate, find edges, blur, my image filter, blur, image filter. Okay, okay, yeah, we can do it. We install the library. So I'm gonna to clear this, clear, and Pill is already installed. Okay, Pill is already installed, and that's it. So I'm gonna to press. I'm gonna to put CD. No, I'm gonna to put Python and below notes.py. Okay, I'm gonna to watch what what happened below notes.py. Okay, okay. Say output, but output what? Output image. Output JPG. That was my value error message. Okay, file output. Yes, file output. Yes, yes. Yeah, happened extension, the format extension. Okay. Okay, okay, all right, all right, all right. That's one is that was I talking about. Uh eh, yeah, it's a it's a square. It's a square. Wow, it's a square. The format is JPEJ, and we can watch that output was written, and we can watch the image 90 degrees rotate. No, it doesn't work. I don't know why. We input press rotate output. It doesn't change. This is lane. This is output. Okay. We me yeah, yeah, yeah. No, what happened from build for image? uh, I don't understand what happened. Why didn't work? Okay, output. It didn't work. Output. Gonna to delete this and again output. No, it doesn't work. Rotate 90 degrees. Okay, but I understand. Yes, the problem was I didn't save this change file and equals file rotate. Okay, okay. Yeah. Let me watch this. Okay. So the output GPG it was overwritten. So we are going to watch. Yes, the square change 90 degrees. Otherwise o'clock. So yes, let me watch something. Yeah. Okay, so we are gonna. I'm really excited because I'm gonna to try this import image filter. So we are gonna to try from from build import image filter, and then uh, we are gonna to write this. I'm gonna to rotate 0 and then file 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 dot fill image filter image filter. Oh, you can watch this. Wow, it's amazing. I love this. Whoa, the edges. Whoa, I would like to change the change change the white by so the black and white change. So why can I do that? I wanted to look for, and I'm gonna to search that how Google, or maybe Pilo library, Pilo library, Pilo library, Python. Okay, from Pil import email in feature. Okay, image. Okay, Python image open. The image blur, sharpening, edge engagement detection, find edges, smooth media filter. Okay, smooth, sharpen. Okay, smooth, smooth, smooth. Okay, got it. Let me show you. That was I find. That was I found. Blur image pages. Yeah, in order to change black and white color. Invert. Import from peel. Import image OAPS. Okay, image OPS. Your image. Replace your image with your image file. File not found error. Invert image OPS, invert image. So image open to load your design image. Invert image apply to or the open image. This function returns a new image with the colors inverted. Okay, for black and white image. Okay, means black pixels become white pixels. Oh, right. So I'm gonna to try it. From build image filter, image OPS. OPS. Okay, so this and filter. Let me change image OPS invert image. Invert image OPS invert image OPS invert image OPS invert. Okay, image OPS invert image OPS invert. File equals. Let me change image invert file. Okay, file. Okay, the name file. Okay, we are gonna try. I'm really excited. Output 2. Okay, we're gonna to save it in orbit output 2, and we're gonna to play. Okay. Yeah. Oh, what happened? What happened? No, I don't understand. Main image open. Lane JPGs file. Yeah, but lane JPGs file. Oh, the name is not lane. Is lane. I don't know why the name is changed, but I hope no. Lane JPG. Okay, okay, got it. I'm gonna to look for a dedicated terminal and output to yes, dedicated terminal. It works. Output to whoa. that was that was not the thing that I have in mind, but okay. I like I like this one, not this one. Tap 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 tap. I thought that it would be like a manga, but I'm not sure about it. I love that. I love this. I love this. Okay, clear. Yeah, that was fine. That was really fine. Delete the account, please. Yes. Okay. Dedicated terminal. So Python output 2. Okay, got it. Got it. So clear. Yes. So Python color inversion using Pylo. Input, output, input, output, input, output, input, output, input, output, input. And B. Okay, got it. The method used getting the inverse of an image is subtraction of the maximum value of a pixel by the value of the current pixel. So the value of the current pixel is 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 10 and black is 10, so is equal 0. But is value pixel is the value of pixel that I wanted to change is 0 because it's white, so it doesn't change anything. Yeah. Let. Okay. Okay, got it. So Okay. Got it. Got it. Ooh. Got it. Okay, I think this is a great note because I understand everything. So that's it. I understand. So gonna to close this. I'm gonna to watch the next video. Next video is reading and writing CSBS.
Well, hello, one and all, and welcome to our short on reading and writing CSVs. Now, CSVs are great for storing data in terms of comma-separated values, and they're great for analyzing data, particularly when coupled with Python. So I have here a program called views.py, which is not implemented yet, but will be soon. The goal of it is to read in some data from views.csv, these comma-separated values in this file here. And notice how I have, in this case, the names of each of the 36 views of Mount Fuji, some prints produced by the artist Hokusai in the 1830s. Now, I have here 3 columns of data, if you will, one called ID, which signifies the ID of the print, one called English title, which is the English title of the print, and one called Japanese title, which is the Japanese title of the print as well. So notice here, if I go to 1.jpg 2, I actually have a picture of the Great Wave of Kanagawa, right here as well. If I go to 2.jpg, I'll see fine wind, clear morning. So there's actually a correspondence between the IDs of the pictures here and the actual pictures, the .jpg that I have stored in my code space here as well. So I'll go ahead and close these. And our goal is to read in this CSV of views and do a bit of image analysis on them. I think it'd be interesting if we could actually find out how bright or not bright each of these photos is. In fact, we have a function here called calculate brightness, which takes as input a file name and returns to us 0 to 1 on a 0 to 1 scale, how bright or not bright, how dark the image is. 1 being brightest, completely white, and 0 being the darkest, completely black in this case. So let's see if we could maybe start off by just reading whatever is inside of this CSV file and focus on the analyzing just a little bit later. So our first step will be to try to open this CSV file and maybe get a sense for the data that's inside of it and make sure we can actually see that data in Python too. So to read a CSV file, we've seen we should use the CSV library. I'll import CSV up top, and it turns out that we've also seen CSV, the library, comes with a object called a dict reader, which actually allow us to take a file and read each row of it as a dictionary. But before we can get there, we need to open our file first. And we've seen, too, to do that, we can use a keyword called with, which takes care of opening and closing our file automatically for us, thanks to the magic of Python. So I can type with open, and then give the name of the file I'm hoping to open, in this case, views.csv. Now, views.csv, I want to open it and really just read the data inside of it, reading being, I don't want to change anything, I just want to see what's inside, so I'll say, as the second argument, to open R, which stands for reading mode. I'm going to simply read whatever is inside of views.csv. Now, I'll go ahead and give a temporary name to the file I've opened. Here I'm typing with open views.csv R as file, meaning in this case, file refers to now the file I've opened, views.csv for reading. Now within this block of code that I've opened up with, I can do all kinds of things that while this file is open. One thing I can do, as we said before, is use csv.dictReader and pass as input, in this case, file. giving myself a reader I can use to loop over every kind of row that I'll see inside of this views.csv file. And we've also seen I can type this, for row in reader, meaning every row this reader gives back to me, I want to keep looping and looping over it until I have no more rows to loop over. And I could, just to make sure everything's working, type print row, just like this. So what have I done? I've opened up views.csv, called it file, so long as we're inside of this indented block here, lines 8 through 10. I'm looping through every row I receive from this object called a dict reader built into the CSV library, and I'll print the results as a row. Let's go ahead and run Python of views.py, and here we actually see a lot of dictionaries. I'll scroll up a little bit here, and we'll see our very first dictionary, ID1, which makes sense because we have a column called ID, English title, The Great Wave off Kanagawa. Makes sense because we have a heading, English title, and then Japanese title with this text right here. So it seems like we've gotten back every row in our CSV now as a dictionary. And this is likely the most convenient way to read your CSVs. Every row is its own dictionary. You can access the values at that row using the keys, which are the same names that you'll get at the top of your CSV file, for instance. So that seems to be going pretty well for us. Let's see what else we could do. I mean, our goal ultimately is to open up these JPEG files and calculate how bright they are on a scale of 0 to 1. So notice how we said the IDs in each of these rows mapped to or matched with the file names. So here again, the Great Wave has ID 1, meaning it matches with the JPEG file 1.jpg. So maybe let's focus on the IDs here. As we said, every row is a dictionary. I can access the value at a given row by typing in the column name, if you will. So here, our column name, our header was ID. I can access 1 for this particular row and every other row as well, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I'll go ahead and run Python of views.py, and notice how now I'm looping over and getting the IDs from each particular row. So then we can use this to calculate the brightness. Again, all calculate brightness needs is a file name. So I could maybe do this. I could say brightness equals the result of calling calculate brightness given some particular file name. And here, what I'll go ahead and type is the file name I'm looking for on each iteration. I'll begin first with row bracket ID using a Python f string here. So if row ID was 1, I would have 1. If row ID was 2, I would have 2. I'll then type .jpg, which should complete the file name for me. So now what's happening is calculate brightness is receiving for each row the file name it should look up to calculate the brightness from and storing that result in brightness. I'll go ahead and print now the result of brightness. And why don't I try running this down below? I'll go ahead and type Python of views.py. And oops, brightness does not seem to be defined. Haha, okay, so I should not have done this. Equals equals, we've seen before, that means comparing two values, setting them equal or testing if they are equal. What we want instead is just equal, so typo on my part. I'll go ahead and now run Python of views.py, and we'll see a lot of brightness values. And so we said before that in this case, we're actually getting brightness on a scale of 0 to 1. So higher numbers mean more brightness, lower numbers mean less brightness, or more darkness in this case. So these are pretty long numbers in terms of decimal places, so I could also round them if I wanted to as well. I could type round, in this case brightness 2, to round to 2 decimal places, and I think we'll get a more friendly output here. I'll see for each file that I've opened and tested brightness for some brightness value for each of those. But these numbers don't really mean much to me if they're not alongside, let's say, the file names and the actual painting names too. So why don't we go ahead and try to make that happen for us as well? Well, what what I need to do is no longer just read in this CSV, views.csv. I might also want to make a CSV, write some new one that has, as part of it, some new column, let's say, maybe one called brightness, which actually includes the value we found for each, in this case, print that we have been thinking about in this collection of prints here. So I can actually go ahead and open up not just one file, but two at one time, using with I can specify that I want to open one for reading, right in here, but also one for writing as well. I'll type comma, and then open again. Open, in this case, maybe a new CSV called analysis.csv. And I'll open this one, of course, in writing mode. W here stands for writing. And I'll give this one a name we can use inside of this indented block of code that's part of this with block. So now, I actually have two files open at once, one called views.csv in reading mode, which we're calling file for now, and one called analysis.csv in writing mode, which we're calling analysis for now. And for consistency, why don't I call file here views instead, and I'll update this down below as well. So with these two files open, what can I do? I can both instead now. And for consistency, why don't I call file here views instead, and I'll update this down below as well. So with these two files open, what can I do? I can both read from one file and write to the other. Now, to write to a CSV, we have a very similar object to dictReader, but instead one called dictWriter. So maybe I'll make for myself a new object, one called CSV, one called writer, which is a CSV.dictWriter, which can take as input dictionaries and write them each as their own row in my new CSV file. I'll say that this dictWriter should be operating on the file we called analysis all the way over here. And now I have for myself a new object called writer. But to create this writer, I still need more information. Notice how in views.csv, we actually have what's called a header, some column names, if you will, ID, English title, Japanese title. We just specify the same things for our new CSV called analysis.csv. And we do so when we create this dictWriter. In fact, it has another argument called field names, where field names refers to the header names you'll see up top. Well, what should field names for analysis be equal to? Well, they should be equal to, of course, the same column names as before, so ID, English title, Japanese title. And I could type these out just like this, or I could make use of the reader itself. The reader actually stores those same field names in an attribute called field names. So I can type reader.fieldnames. What we're saying here is that this new file, analysis, should have the same field names, the same header as we see in views.csv, thanks to them being stored in reader.fieldnames, which is created from dictReader on this views file here. But now we also want a brightness column, a new field name here. So I could go ahead and combine various lists. This field names is a type of list. I can go ahead and add a new value to that list with this syntax here, plus some new list. I'm gonna go ahead and call this brightness. So now I have, for this new writer on this file analysis, I have not just these headers, ID, English title, and Japanese title, but also now one called brightness as well. And just to be sure we're making progress here, I could even go ahead and I could try to write the header. turns out this writer object has a method called write header, just like this. And if I were to run this code as is, we should hopefully see a new file called analysis.csv with those headers in place. I'll run python of views.py, and we'll see, of course, our brightness being printed out thanks to 12 through 14, but also we'll see analysis.csv, which has all the same field names as before, the same headers, as well as one called brightness. So now we have the basis for our analysis.csv, but we still need our rows. So in views.py, what could we do? We could probably, as we loop over the rows in this reader object, maybe also write some rows. Maybe, let's say, read in some row, find the brightness for that print, and then go ahead and write some new row in our analysis.csv over here. So let's try this. Maybe inside of this loop on line 12, I still want to calculate the brightness just like this, but rather than printing, what I really want to do is write a new row. So writer, this csv.dictWriter object, has a method called writeRow, allowing me to pass in a dictionary that will then be written to this file, in this case, analysis. Now, we can specify here the keys which should match, in this case, the headers of our CSV file, ID, English title, Japanese title, and brightness, and provide some values that this row should have for each of those columns. I'll go ahead and type ID, which is a key, same thing that we have as a field name, as a header here. I'll then go ahead and say row, bracket ID. So in this case, the ID, the value for ID of this new row, should match the ID of this row. That makes sense? So first 1, then 2, we'll have 1, then 2 as well in analysis.csv. Now really same thing for English title. That should be the same as the current rows English title, where row here refers to a row from views.csv. So again, if we had the Great Wave, we would also see the Great Wave as the English title in analysis.csv. Same thing here for Japanese title. Japanese title, we would have, of course, the Japanese title from the row. And now, here comes the actual, the change we're making here. If I wanted to include brightness, I can do that as well. I can specify a key called brightness, matching, in this case, this column named brightness, and specify the value that should appear on any given row. In this case, the brightness we calculated up above. Let's go ahead and try this out. And again, here was our full code here. I'll go ahead and run down below python of views.py, and we'll see no output, at least in our terminal. But now if I look at analysis.csv,